interesting without the benefit of an entrant assessment. So looking over that report, and he's a member of the Fish and Wildlife Service and does consulting work, there was some speculation involved with that, absent some of the ongoing monitoring that's occurring.
Well, you know, given that it doesn't cover it's not designed to cover the cost of remediation. It's not designed to cover the cost of NRD. It's enforcement. It's really penalizing, you know, a wrongdoer basically. And so, you know, we could take those other things out of the equation maybe and say, well, is this include enough of a deterrent for future behavior? Does it include anything that will prevent this kind of accident from happening again? You said, you know, you related specifically to this site in North Carolina, but is there any discussions or is there any way to incorporate in your discussions with Duke all of the sites that are in Virginia that, you know, could potentially have a similar incident?
This is the only site that we're aware of that they have operated. It's actually North Carolina, but affects Virginia. You know, that could potentially affect Virginia that I didn't be aware of. And I'm certainly not aware of any violations that have occurred in Virginia. The one thing I want to mention is to the extent that we're considering what happened on the criminal side, or considering what's happening with the Natural Resource Trustee Council, and we're adding some of that into the consent order, we run the risk of also being disruptive and interfering with the legal processes that are involved with that criminal action and with the Natural Resource Trustee group. Because then the RP can come back and say, wait a second, I already paid Virginia under the consent order for this, so you can't do that under the trustee council work, or you can't do it under the criminal work. You start getting into conflicts of laws. So we have to be very mindful of that and careful, and that's why there was a lot of coordination going on between Region 4 in Virginia and also North Carolina and the Department of Justice to make sure that we weren't stepping on each other and potentially putting the various actions in peril.
Mr. Chairman, if I could say something, I'm sure this was unintentional because...
Can you come to the microphone, please, sir?
I'm sure this was unintentional because he hasn't worked in a lot of these cases, but there are a number of North Carolina sites that flow toward Virginia. It's not just this one. Mayo, Roxborough, Blues Creek. The Dan River Basin is sort of ground zero for coal ash. There's also a Dominion site in that basin as well. So this is not the only site that flows into a water resource that is shared by the two states. I just want to make that clear.
Thank you.
I was just referencing facilities.
Those are coal ash storage sites at electric facilities.
Any other questions from the board? Let's go with staff recommendation, please.
DEQ recommends that the board approve the consent special order for Duke Energy, authorize the director to execute the order on the board's behalf and refer any violations of the order to the Office of the Attorney General for appropriate action.
Do I have a motion to accept staff recommendation? So moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded to accept staff recommendation. Any other comments, questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? It's been accepted. Thank you.